Question now, everyone. Okay, so a lot of comments flown in. Who will be the Raiders quarterback 2? I want you to type G for Glennon or type P for Nathan Peterman. So yesterday, the Raiders, they battled it out with the Rams, okay? And Glennon and Peterman were the only 2 quarterbacks that played. So I want to know, and the way that I want to do this entire show from here on out, who will be the Raiders quarterback 2? Type G for Glennon or type P for Nathan Peterman, because this is a special quarterback 2 mailbag. And if you want to get your questions on my show, use hashtag QB2 to have your questions answered. Oh, I needed that Red Bull, guys. We were up late last night watching the game. I didn't get home until about 1:30, but I'm here on my day off talking football with you guys. So use hashtag QB2 to have your questions answered live on the Raiders Report, and then we'll throw you up. So if you're watching us on Facebook, if you're watching us on YouTube, remember, use hashtag QB2 to have some of those questions answered. Looks like we got a question rolling in here from Kings Only 710. Peterman isn't a giraffe. He's a goat. I don't even know what to say to that. So Kings Only 710. There's been, I'm going to say, a handful of times in my entire life where I've been speechless. I have never heard anyone even refer to something like this. So Peterman isn't a giraffe. He's a goat. Cheers to you. Let's go to Mysterious Matthew with a very mysterious question. What UDFA quarterbacks are there? So what undrafted free agent quarterbacks are still out there? I'll be honest, man. I'd have to look. But in terms of some free agent quarterbacks that are still out there, if you want to consider them, Sam Bradford's a name. Mark Sanchez is a name. Let me see who else, if I can pull up anyone else. Mark Sanchez, Landry Jones, but the Raiders already cut him. Colin Kaepernick is a free agent. Like, there's some other quarterbacks out there. I'm a believer that you don't at times overpay for a QB2, right? If Derek Carr goes down, our season's effed anyway. Now, if you're an Eagles fan, you might disagree with me, but there, in my opinion, isn't a Nick Foles out there on the free agent market. Let's go to PJ. PJ, 2 things. Change your P to a B and get a picture. If you had to choose one receiver to be wide receiver 3 out of the performers on Saturday, who would you pick? I'm still going to go with Hunter Renfrow, right? I still think Hunter Renfrow is the best option in that slot. Now, here's the biggest thing with the preseason. Take everything with a grain of salt, right? Like, the preseason is fun to watch. We're excited that football's back. But coaches aren't going to throw away entire off seasons and entire training camps because of one good preseason game. I still think Hunter Renfrow is the best receiver next to Antonio Brown and next to Tyrell Williams. So it's a good question, but I'm still going to put Hunter there. Let's go to, oh man, Big D 95 822. Is that how many inches? Is there a third choice for what? Is there a third choice for, I guess, Raiders quarterback 2? I'm going to say no. If you guys want to comment another quarterback that you think that would potentially be the Raiders QB2, I'd be all for it, because the only 2 quarterbacks right now behind Carr are Peterman and Glennon, and this is what those guys ended up doing week 1 of the preseason against the Rams. I mean, in terms of attempts to completions, Peterman's got the better completion percentage. Pass yards, sure, advantage Mike Glennon. But the no turnovers, I think, is a big thing there, advantage of Peterman. Plus, Peterman did have a touchdown, and he also had the 56 rushing yards, which I think we can all agree. Mike Glennon is probably not going to be rushing the football too much, which is a good thing. But that's just one preseason game, guys, okay? Glennon coming into this game was the QB2, and I still think he is. Now, here are career stats. The win-loss is not pretty by either of them. But Nathan Peterman's numbers are, like, historically bad. Like I don't know if you could put a player on Madden and literally give him all zeros if that's, like, the stats he would put up. Nathan Peterman, there's a reason why he is, like, the ultimate quarterback meme. It's because he's been this bad throughout his entire career. Now, I want to know from everyone, how long have you guys been a subscriber, okay? So, first off, let's do this. I want to see who is a subscriber, so type S in the comments section. So currently I'm at 20,155. Well, at least I was when I first started the show. And I want to know from everyone how long you've been a subscriber. And if you're not already a subscriber, youtube.com/Raiders Report. We are the #1 most watched Raiders show on YouTube, on Facebook, on the internet. So please subscribe. And if you're can't see that big red button, or maybe you're colorblind, click that big gray button. I'm not quite sure. How long have you been a subscriber? Let me know in the comments section. All right, let's go to YouTube. Got a question rolling in here from Cody. 5 out of 4 people struggle with math. I'll take a drink to that. Should they trade for Tyrod Taylor or Jacoby Brissett? I mean, those two options are pretty solid backup quarterbacks to me, but I don't really think the Chargers give up Tyrod. And Jacoby Brissett, I don't think the Colts give up Brissett either, simply because there's some question marks right now around Andrew Luck's calf. I don't think they're ultimately worried about it, but again, I don't think I really want a QB2. If Derek Carr goes down, we're screwed anyway, right? Maybe we'll just draft a better quarterback. Let's go to Jeff Rogers. What's up, Jeff? I appreciate you. Who do you want to see go first, Peterman or Cable? That one's Tom Cable. I think Tom Cable makes a bigger impact on our starting roster than Nathan Peterman does. So I would rather see Tom Cable go first. With that being said, I did say that I would get a Peterman, or what did I say? I'd get a Nathan tattoo over my Peterman if he ends up starting over Carr. So if he's not even on the team anymore, I know I'm going to be tattoo free, at least near my Peterman. All right, Mysterious Matthew. If Doug Martin or Jalen Richard gets injured, do we sign Jay? Jai is spelled wrong. You're looking for a J there. I'm surprised YouTube almost didn't block that. No, if Doug Martin or Jalen Richard gets injured, do we sign Ajayi? For me, no. I really don't want Jay Ajayi on my team. I think he's still going to try to get a little bit too much money than what he's worth. Like, when I really think about Jay Ajayi's entire career, so when he was with the Dolphins, he played 13 games. He really only had 3 good games, and 3 of those were the 200-yard rush game, but they were against very, very bad defenses. And then Jay Ajayi last year, again, he started off solid with the Eagles, but the Eagles' offensive line is actually, when fully healthy, I would argue the best offensive line in football. But in terms of just overall injuries, man, like, injuries kind of scare me a little bit with Jay Ajayi. So for me, I've never been a big Jay Ajayi fan, but hey, that's just between you and me. Let's go to Triple Blast FTW. Do you think Antonio Brown would come back before week 1 of the regular season? Has nothing to do with the quarterbacks, but hey, it's all good. Do I think Antonio Brown will come back before week 1? Yeah, I do. Between you and me, I think this entire Antonio Brown thing is just a scheme to get more views for Hard Knocks. Like, there is no way, I don't care how big your ego is, that you're going to throw away millions upon millions of dollars because you're not going to wear the right helmet. So it's a good question, but I would almost say 3.9 Chucky heads that Antonio Brown's going to be back for week 1. And if Antonio Brown is back for week 1, you better put your money down on my bookie for the Raiders beating the Broncos, because it's going to happen. Go to chatsports.com/Raiders. Use my promo code GORAIDERS for 100% deposit bonus. You want another tip? If the Raiders win week 1, go put your money down, okay, that the Raiders are making the playoffs. Because the last 5 times the Raiders won week 1, playoffs. MyBookie, chatsports.com/Raiders. Michael, what you got for me? Your thoughts on Carr, winner, brilliant, happy birthday, Grams. I appreciate the birthday wishes for my grandpa. Your thoughts on Carr as a winner, I'm guessing is the question. Oh, he's agreeing with my thoughts, according to Tom. Oh, Michael, I appreciate you. And everyone else who's watching, it's a super chat. Oh, I didn't even realize it's super chat. Oh, my God. Mitch, get it together. Super chat from Michael. I can't read. I appreciate you. Hey, guys, we had a late night, all right? When you have a late night, shit happens. That's why I'm drinking a Red Bull, not a beer. All right, next one from PJ. What you got? If we lose Carr, we're tanking the season for anyways. Tanking the season for anyways. Okay. I agree. If we lose Carr, it's probably going to be a rough patch. I know a lot of people are really high on Tua. I'm not as high on Tua in the NFL. If you could ask me any quarterback that I'd ever want, it would be Trevor. If I could get Trevor Lawrence, I think that'd be pretty dope. So, PJ, I don't know if you're a loyal watcher because you don't have a picture, and I normally tell people who don't have a picture to get one. So make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/Raiders Report. So the entire mailbag that I'm doing is who should be the Raiders quarterback 2, and I'm asking you guys because last night my DMs got absolutely blown up when Nathan Peterman and Mike Glennon took the field. So Christian said, it's the first preseason game. Nerves had him going, but I wouldn't count out Glennon. But Nathan Peterman was fun to watch. Totally agree with you there, Christian. Let's go to David Mata now. His was, if we could get a mixture of Glennon and Peterman put together, that would be cool. Call him Glenman. See, I like that, even though I don't even know if that even is a good quarterback. Let's go to a hot dog with mustard. Do you eat your hot dogs with mustard? I also don't even eat a hot dog because I think they're gross. Nate Pete, the GOAT. Not a giraffe, but a goat from Hot Dog with Mustard. Get a picture. Casino Whale. What the hell is a casino whale? Neither Glennon or Peterman, as I almost rip out my mic pack. The Raiders are doomed if Carr goes down. Man, like, honestly, I totally agree with that. It's funny, like, that you say those kind of things, because if Carr does go down, like, yeah, he's 100%. I don't want to say 100%. But I definitely have already seen the Raiders without Derek Carr, and it's really not pretty whatsoever. Let's go to Ryan. Ryan's weighing in here. Great broadcast on the game. Thank you. Appreciate you. The backup job should go to the guy who plays better unless one does the behind-the-scenes work of a backup quarterback better than the other. I want good insurance in case Carr goes down, but I also want the guy who best helps the team get ready to win. So is that Nathan Peterman, or is that Mike Glennon? Now this question, I shouldn't even say question, this statement kind of made my eyes open a little bit. Drop them both, then pick up Kaepernick. So one of the reasons why I put this poll out on the community tab was because I saw this comment where people still want Colin Kaepernick to be the quarterback of the Raiders. Mind-blowing to me. I mean, guys, this is what he's done the last 4 years. He hasn't played since 2016. Sure, he had 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but I think the NFL, honestly, figured out Colin Kaepernick. I do not want Kaepernick on my team. And honestly, I don't know if Colin Kaepernick is better than the quarterbacks we already have on our team right now. I mean, think about it. You haven't played football in so long, so why would I be confident in you being able to lead the team? It blew my mind, and I know there's a lot of people commenting on the community poll, and if you're not already doing that, go check it out, youtube.com/Raiders Report, because it's a poll between these 3 quarterbacks, Mike Glennon, Nathan Peterman, and Colin Kaepernick. So what I want you guys to do is rank these 3 quarterbacks. Who's the best one out of them all? Okay? Let me hear it in the comments section. And once this video, gets posted, I'm going to be looking through, I'm going to be commenting, I'm going to be interacting with you guys, because it's an interesting question to me that people are still talking about Colin Kaepernick as him being a potential legit NFL quarterback. It's tough. So, one more time, rank these 3 quarterbacks, Mike Glennon, Nathan Peterman, or Colin Kaepernick. Now, again, remember to join me for my Hard Knocks watch party. When? Tuesday, August 13th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So basically what happens is I sit there, I watch Hard Knocks, and I sit there and I interact with you guys. I type in the comment section below. It's a fun way for me to get to know you better. Make sure you guys bring a beer. That's why the beer emojis are up there. I should point that way. Because I'm going to be sitting there, I'm going to be drinking. I want the show to be like us sitting down at a bar watching Hard Knocks together. So make sure you guys subscribe. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. Turn those notifications on so you guys know exactly when I go live. Hard Knocks Watch Party. Join me Tuesday, August 13th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.